I'm no different. I don't do nothing any different. I still come to the gym. There's people trying to get me to do this and get me to do that. But I know that in order to be successful at this game, it needs to be 24/7. I need to be living in this gym. And that's since this new facility, SBG Concord, has opened up. The setup now is I come here at 1 or 2 o'clock in the day and I'm here till 10 o'clock at night. There's no outside distraction. There's no nothing. It's been crazy. The spotlight is on. The Irish public are watching, but it's what we planned. It's what we prepared. I knew I was going to be the person to bring martial arts to the public eye.
Don't let the fact that I speak correct and I speak right and I speak with conviction. Don't let that confuse the fact that I outwork everybody, and that when the time comes, when the door shuts, when the bell rings, nobody does it better than me. Nobody is more calm than me.
Do nothing else if it's not got to do with fighting. You know what I mean? And that is why. You know what I mean? To be true, all you've got to do is show up.
Is that not unhealthy?
I don't know. Do I look unhealthy? Take a look at this physique. I'm in phenomenal shape, in body and mind.
You must look at your surroundings, at the things you were involved in, and ask yourself, are you truly passionate about these things? Do you truly want to put every ounce of your being into these things? And I am blessed, truly blessed by something. I am not sure what it is, but I am blessed that I was able to find my passion, the fight game, the whiskey game, the fashion game, the fitness game.
Yes.
Here's a funny thing, even before I actually boxed, I've been boxing and fighting my whole life, but even before I engaged in combat sport, I was interested in like the wrestling side of things, which is a lot more show.
Yeah.
And then obviously Muhammad Ali was a different animal because he was doing it for real.
Yeah.
Wrestling's not really for real. It's
yeah.
You know what I mean? But Muhammad Ali was doing it for real, and he was captivating the audience. He was entertaining, and he had passion and conviction. And I was just a young kid watching this.
It's human nature. Some people will sit and take positivity from that. They will look at that and take inspiration and inspire. It will inspire them to go and push for that. Others will shell up and critique it and be negative towards it. But one thing is for sure, those people will stay where they are.
Then win a belt, then win the second belt. You know, I've continually climbed, but I've just used all that fuel that I'm not supposed to do it, but I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna outwork everyone that says I cannot do it. And that's what I did, and that's how I rose up, and long may it continue.
Yes, man. Let's give him a hand for that.
Don't let the fact that I speak correct and I speak right and I speak with conviction. Don't let that confuse the fact that I outwork everybody, and that when the time comes, when the door shuts, when the bell rings, nobody does it better than me. Nobody is more calm than me. Even in going for it, I definitely had little sidetracks. I slipped off and got into trouble and on this and on that, and just. But I always, even no matter what was going on in my life and getting involved with the wrong crowd and all, I always, no matter what was going on, some deep situations, I always had the belief that I was going to get here. I was going to get to the UFC. I was going to get, because I just knew I was different. I know I'm different than these people. You know what I mean? Like, I only recently signed a new deal with the UFC. You know, I'm one of the big dogs now. You know what I mean? When I win the gold, I'm top 2 on the roster. I'm top 2 paid on the roster. You know what I mean? So people can say whatever they want about what way I've gone about things, but the way I've gone about it has worked. When I signed that contract, I said to you in that very first interview, I'm not here to make friends. Some people come in and they want to be part of the UFC and they want to be with, you know, they want to get the top nutritionist that's a UFC name, or the top strength and conditioning coach, or the top pad man, or the top team. Or I came in looking to conduct business, not looking to make friends, bringing my team on. You know, whatever's going on in my life, good or bad, I go to the gym, I exercise, and that for me is, exercise is the best form of medication. I always felt happy after a workout or after training, and she obviously saw that, so when I was stopped training, I was hanging around with the wrong people or whatever, you know, I wasn't as happy as I would be, so she wasn't, in her head, she obviously wasn't thinking of sending them into an MMA fight. She just wanted me back in the gym and back training and back doing what I loved. You know what I mean? And healthy, of course, a healthy lifestyle. Good at playing football, you could fight, and I was no different. Fighting was always something I was interested in. Football was what I wanted to do. Football was my first dreams. I always dreamt of playing, because I always used to go out on my own. I was like 7, 8 years old, and put on my football boots and run up and down kicking the ball, dreaming of playing in front of a big stadium. But just growing up then, I realised that I needed to be able to defend myself in certain situations.
McGregor,
All I know is everyone's looking for rules, everyone's looking for weight, everyone's looking for cherry picking opponents. I'm up here facing a man that has a win over me and holds 30 pounds in weight on me. Look around the fight game. No one else is doing this. Nobody fucking else. So that's me. That's who I am.
I proved them wrong. I proved myself right.
What makes you such a good fighter?
I don't know. I'm just curious about it. I'm curious about it. It's never. I mean, it's in my head 24/7. There's nothing else I can think. I don't think about nothing else. If and that's it. I'm just curious, curiously fascinated with it, and I can't stop thinking about it. Everything I do in my life is related to this.
They must have miscounted. I'd say I'm number 1 in athletes, personally. Number 5's not me. I'm number 1. You know, it's been just what got me to where I am, and where I continue to go, and where I will continue to go, is an insane work ethic.
Yes.
And it's an insane work ethic that you can only put in that amount of work if you were doing something that you are passionate about.
There is no friends in this business. You are either here to win or you are simply a filler. We're all on our own journey, as am I. So this is it. You come in here and handle your own business. You don't need nobody to hold your hand. I told them the truth, and let the chips fall where they may. That's on them. You can get a reasonable amount of success by just winging it and just going as you feel. But I feel to reach the true heights, to reach the billions, the amount of stuff that comes along with this life, you've got to have a structured life. You've got to live a life of structure, and you can't stray from that. And that's what we've done. We've set training times, we've set schedules, and we've stuck to it, and I've responded really well.